This is Jamey from Stonemaier Games, and today I'm going to tell you about my favorite mechanism in the card game Haggis. Haggis, as far as I can tell from the age of the box, is a classic card game. I just played for the first time at 2 players just the other day, and I had a lot of fun with it. The basic idea of Haggis is that you are scoring points in what is kind of a ladder climbing game, I believe is what they're called. And it has a few different mechanisms that relate to each other that I really like. One part of the game is that you're trying to earn points. So there are a bunch of cards in the game that have point values on them. They're all the odd numbered cards. So you can see, let's get an odd numbered card here. Here's a 9 right there. The 9s have that little point value down there. You have 1 point for each of these odd cards. So you are playing through a hand of cards where if say I decide, okay, I'm going to lead this next hand. I'm going to lead with a pair of 2s. Because I led with a pair, each other player must follow also with a pair. And if they can't, then the round is over and I win. Or if they can't or they won't play, then I take the cards and I get all the points on those cards. So that's good. You're trying to get as many points as you can by the end of the round. That helps you win the game. So part of that is you're trying to lead with and or play a set of cards or a run of cards that your opponent cannot play on top of to get those points. However, the other part, and it's somewhat related, well, it is related to that, but it can also lead to some different decisions that set points aside temporarily, is that if you are the first player to get rid of all the cards in your hand, you have the potential of earning quite a few points as well. The game makes this a little bit more complicated than you might think because you actually have to bet at a certain point in the game as to whether or not you want to be the fastest player to go out that round and how many points that will be worth that round. I guess it's somewhat interesting. The game gives you the choice to do that, so you don't always have to try to get rid of your cards as fast as possible, depending on the random hand that you're given at the beginning of the round. But that is a choice that you have. But if you remember to take that choice, if you remember to place a bet, and you say, okay, I'm going to go strong. I think I can run out of my cards in my hand before you do. I'll bet 30. I think there are 3 different increments that you can bet, 30 being the highest. 30 points. So that's 30 points that you can earn if you get rid of your hand the highest. And as part of that, that means that sometimes it may not actually be in your best interest to try to take as many points during the round. Instead, your focus is purely on getting cards out of your hand. And I find that really interesting, the idea of points versus speed in a game where both are valuable at different times. Both might be valuable within the same round, and sometimes they're connected. Sometimes just playing cards to win that hand can be really good. Or not that hand, that stack, that pile of cards can be good and can get cards out of your hand. The one little twist to this is that there are a few kind of trump combinations of cards that you can play that immediately end the hand. And that hand, if you play that combination of card, the hand or the stack of cards goes to your opponent. So you're giving them the points in that stack. But by playing the trump, you get to lead next. And so you get to set the scene, set the pair, the run, whatever you want to go for in the next stack of cards. And you're playing first, so you're getting cards out of your hand faster. So all of this leads to some really interesting decisions in the game in terms of speed, the time that you play those trumps, if you play those trumps at all, if you want to even win a stack of cards, because there might be stacks of cards that have a bunch of even numbers and they aren't worth points. You don't really need to win them unless you're going after speed. So yeah, I was really impressed by the decision space in this game, especially at 2 players. And yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts if you've played Haggis or a game like Haggis. Let me know in the comments below. Thanks.